Glow whales are a Leviathan class that you can find in the lily pad biome. They are incapable of doing any damage, and you can actually like touch them and like go up and interact with them. So they can't do damage. There's nothing that they can do to like negatively impact you. So they're extremely chill. They just float around, do nothing really, and just eat small animals. Ventgardens are Leviathans that you can only find in the tree spire biome. And there are two types of them. There's the juvenile ones, which do move, but they're extremely tiny. And then there's the adult ones, which are huge, and they can't move. The juveniles can't hurt you in any way, but I think the only way that an adult one could hurt you is if you swam inside of it and then drowned because you weren't paying attention, or you got stuck or something. I think that's the only possible way to actually get hurt from these guys. Can I just say, I think it's really cool you can actually swim inside these guys. This is a concept I would love to see like explored upon more in more Subnautica titles. Like, let's say you went out into the dead zone and there was a giant Leviathan that like swallowed you up and you got to explore it like inside of it, and it was like its own biome filled with creatures and such. I don't know. I would really love to see that like happen as a concept. I don't consider Chelicerates to be the most dangerous Leviathan just because there's not too many of them. They don't really do too much damage either. You can easily avoid them, and there's only like a one location where you need to like try to dodge them, which is one of the alien artifact locations. I would say that the Void Chelicerates are more dangerous because they will gang up on you eventually if you take too long, but that area is completely optional and you don't have to go to it. They also do less damage and they're incapable of grabbing you. And despite being not too dangerous, I do think their design is extremely memorable and they're probably one of my favorite Leviathans in any Subnautica game. So believe it or not, on my first playthrough of Below Zero, I never got the Snow Fox, so I actually had to run through everything without it. I just never could find the parts. I guess I didn't take the time to look them up. I just decided to run through everything. And let me tell you, that made this a whole lot harder because when you don't have the Snow Fox, this thing just comes at you the whole time. The ice worm is literally just so annoying when you don't have the Snow Fox to get away from it. It will fuck your shit up. And if you do have the Snow Fox, it does make things a lot easier. But it does have this thing where it will, like, for some reason, you'll get off your Snow Fox when he appears behind you or comes at you. So they still are extremely aggressive, and they will attack you constantly if you don't use, like, the Thumper tool or anything like that. So, yeah, I'd consider these guys to be one of the most dangerous Leviathans in the entire Subnautica series. They just do not stop attacking you. And also, they're really scary. Hearing them come up behind you from beneath the ground, you flung up into the air, it's really fun, it's really creepy, it's scary, it's a lot of good times. Shadow Leviathans are my favorite Leviathan in Subnautica. Not only are they extremely scary with their Eldritch Horror appearance, they are also extremely dangerous and they do not give mercy. There are a few things that make these guys so dangerous. Number one is their arena. Their arena is extremely foggy and you won't be able to see them until they see you. Number two is that they can see you from so far away. I've been like really, really far away from them, and they somehow still see me, and then they'll grab me and do tons of damage. It is extremely hard to dodge these guys sometimes. The only way to like avoid their eyesight is to hide behind the crystals that are found in the fabricator caves or the crystal caves, as since they can see really easily, the only way you can do it is just by simply hiding behind stuff. And number three is that they do tons of damage. They will kill the player character in 2 hits if they're not in a vehicle. And then if they're in a vehicle, your sea truck will die in 2 hits also. So they are extremely dangerous, and you need to stay away from them at all times and make sure they don't see you. If they do manage to get you when you're outside your sea truck and they kill you, the death animation is pretty haunting, honestly. It's kind of disturbing. So first off, I'd like to say, wow, we hit 600 subscribers. That's crazy. Wasn't expecting that. Thanks, guys. It's pretty crazy. And then another thing is, I'd just like to say, sorry for not uploading for a while. I totally forgot to upload this video. I've been really distracted playing other games like God of War Ragnarok and such. And then next thing is, I'd like to, maybe you guys would like to see me upload other videos on other survival games, like in the same strand of Subnautica, like The Forest or Stranded Deep. I really like those games, and I think they're very fun, and I think maybe you guys, I'm not sure, maybe you guys would like to see that too. I'm still going to do Subnautica videos. I still have a few ideas of what I would like to do with that game, what videos I'd like to make on that. But if you'd like to see that, you know, I might do it. So just keep that in mind. And yeah, that's it. See ya.